So number 1, Jared's Music Store receives shipments of recorders and harmonicas. A shipment of 5 recorders and 4 harmonicas costs $62. A shipment of 10 recorders and 3 harmonicas costs $84. Find the cost of a recorder and the cost of a harmonica. First instructions say identify variables. What variables do we have in this problem? Recorders and harmonicas, right? Now, some of you will want to use X and Y because that's what you've always used. Others of you will want to use something called meaningful variables because R means something in this problem. And H means something in this problem. Does that make sense? If you would prefer to use X and Y, respectfully, I don't care. Use it. But you have to identify the variables so either you or your reader knows what variables mean what. Does that make sense? Okay. Write a system of equations that represents the situation. What you got? 5R, 4H equals 62. Good. 10R plus 3H equals 84. Is it okay that we only have 2 variables? Yeah, that's all that was given to us, right? Look at the question to figure out what the variables should be. Find the cost of a recorder and a cost of a harmonica. Those are your variables. Okay? Now we need to solve this system. How do you want to solve this system? So use the calculator if you want. Use elimination if you want. Maybe a little faster, just depending on how long it takes you to enter stuff in the calculator, right? If we want to use elimination, I'm going to go ahead and multiply that top one by -2 and write it underneath. Are you okay with that? So negative 10R minus 8H equals negative 124. Now I'm just combining these bottom 2 equations. Negative 5H equals negative 40. Dividing both sides by -5 gives me H equals 8. Now that I know H, I need R. So 5R plus 4 times 8 equals 62. Where did that come from? The top equation, right? I substituted H in for H. Okay? So 5R plus 32 equals 62. And if I subtract 32 from both sides, I get 5R equals 30. And dividing by 5 on both sides gives me R equals 6. Solve the equations. Okay, I did that. Show your work. Okay, I did that. Label your answer. I have to answer the question, don't I? The question says, find the cost of a recorder and the cost of a harmonica. A recorder costs $6 and a harmonica costs $8. Why don't I write this as an ordered pair? It doesn't make sense in this problem, does it? It's asking me a question. The question says, find the cost of a recorder and the cost of a harmonic. That's what it wants to know. Have I answered the question by answering this way? Yes, I don't want an ordered pair here. I've solved for R and I've solved for H. Besides, how do you decide H and R, which goes first and which goes second in an ordered pair? Okay, typically we say alphabetical because X and Y, right? But that doesn't play in here. Okay, we've identified our variables right here, so we know what our variables stand for. Then we need to answer the question. Does that make sense? Would you please circle the following questions? 2. I promise I heard you. Hold on just a second. 2, 5, 8, 13, and 15. 2, 5, 8, 13, and 15. Okay?